best part of my day is firing this baby up. Alright, so I left off and I was gonna get... Ooh, what did I say? Damn, I clicked too fast, bro. I'm horrible at that. I'm gonna go check with Scampy. I think I have one for him. Nope, he just wants to roll around and show me his bunghole. Alright, and we are going to the blacksmith real quick. I've learned quite a bit about this blacksmith so far. Mr. T. Not the black Mr. T, but that one. Alright, so we gotta finish up with the blacksmith here. So, I'm actually glad this happened because we need to talk about this. You want to hear more about my memories? Yes, I do. I'm always happy to talk, as long as you promise not to get bored with me talking about weapons. Alright, so I'm going to skip through all this, except for one part, just because we have to see it. But, she just talks about every weapon at this part. It's pretty cool, but I'm trying to get into the mechanics of what she actually does. And I just unlocked everything. The axe been used in the battlefield from days of old, although the number of users has always been limited. I love the axe. I don't blame people that pass on them. What? For a start, you need to be stronger than the average person to swing them. And even though they're great on the offensive, they aren't so great when it comes to defensive. I beg to differ. But it seems they were quite popular during the Rambo era. I mean, the Bakucho era. Okay, we're finally done, thank God. Alright, so we have Forge. We gotta give her these. Yes, okay, now we can finally forge exotic stuff. So, until I was able to do this, which I'm pretty far in the game, I didn't really forge much because I didn't want to forge blue stuff and then find out I could forge exotic stuff fairly quick. I was like, I'm not going to craft shit until I can do exotic. And here we are. Sweet. This is really good, man. And I've been breaking stuff down, so I got plenty of stuff. This right here I really want to use and haven't yet. I wonder how good it is. If anybody knows what spear is good, because I have not been playing spear in this game as until now. Even now I'm not, but I really want to. Tell me in the comments, please. This here is my stuff. I've been playing the axe on my first playthrough. I'm still not on my second playthrough. I'm still on the first. So we got the Banky axe, which is a beast. I'm loving it. 12229. It looks to be the strongest one in my arsenal here. This right here was pretty damn cool. However, the one that I had wasn't so cool. It had like low and mid, and I play high a lot. So I wasn't really too thrilled about that. So the Brute's axe, the Mirage axe. This thing's a beast. I got a pretty good one. Alright, we're gonna do it. Bam, look at that. Game strong. Beautiful, dude. I couldn't ask for more on that. That was nice. That was nice. No, not yet, sweetheart, but I will. Alright, so that's how you forge your weapons. You're gonna have to disassemble stuff to get what you need. That's where you gotta look at what you need and then get it. Like this. See, iron plates, platelets. And you're in the ingot, you're gonna get different stuff from different items. And of course color does make a difference, but you still get the same stuff. You just get it in higher numbers. You just gotta look at it. Some stuff does give you different stuff. Alright, so yeah, this is where you disassemble stuff. And I would really just disassemble stuff as you kind of need it. I wouldn't really disassemble that much just to do it, because you're going to end up with a bunch of stuff that you're not really going to want. Like, you could disassemble half your stuff and be stuff that you're not even going to really use to build. So I always disassemble based on what I need. What you are going to have to do a lot of is this, the soul extraction. And if you look here, it doesn't matter what you're distracting, you're always going to get the same material out of it when it comes to the rarity of what you're distracting. If you do distract a higher rarity, you get more for it, and that's about it. So see, these yellows are all in the hundreds, and it goes up pretty high. Once we get into the higher ones, geez, I got a lot of stuff. I gotta start breaking this shit down because I don't need it. I'm the type, I just fight through and just pick everything up and then sort it later, which later never comes. So here's blue, look at that. So see how much higher it is? And then once you hit purples, you're dealing with even more. Once you get into the purples, you're going to distract quite a bit. If we ever get there. Okay. Wonderful. Let me think of something to talk about while we're waiting. Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know why I have so much stuff. Okay, see, look, 1300, bro. So you just start going up, and then you're able to pull this stuff out. See, look at this. So, Azure Soul Ore. I don't even have any of this yet. I haven't even gotten to that. That's going to come. See how it's a plus weapon? It has to be a plus weapon. So you get Azure from plus weapons. So, with that being said, when you reforge stuff, no, not reforge, this one. Okay, so you can add a plus value to something, but you need the Azure. You see that? It requires Azure Soul Ores. So if you got a plus item, and this was actually really annoying to me because I was like, man, I can't do anything that I want because it has to be a plus item, and not everything I had that was a plus item was something that I really didn't like. Like the stuff I liked didn't have it, and then what I didn't like had it. There was like one thing that had it that I didn't mind having, and it was like a rifle. And there's a solution to that. So if you have something you don't like, just distract the Azure Soul Ores out of it. That way you can then add it to something that you do like and that you want to invest in. So like this, for example, or the Benki. Ooh, both of these are so nice. Okay, so we're going to look at this. Okay, I don't have enough, so you need 20. But you get the idea here. So I can take these and then go to the soul extraction and just extract it all and then put it into what you want. It's that simple. So right here on this. So you can add to these. Okay, now for these on soul match levels. So here you can just put whatever weapon you like, whichever one you're using. We'll do this one. And see, you can actually switch as high as you want to go. And keep in mind, all this stuff starts getting super expensive. It can actually become a little ridiculous, to be honest. Just the amount. I have seen it as high as 1 million. I mean, it gets up there. So unless you're dealing with a weapon that you know that you want to keep using, be very careful on what you spend your money on because you'll be broke. But something like this, I know I'm going to want to always use it. It's an imbued weapon. It's terrific. So I would do something like this on the Benki's axe. And of course, like the higher the weapon, the more it's going to cost. Like if you're using a weapon that's, look at that. Bandit axe. Where's the one she just made for me? It should be down right here. It still costs quite a bit. And then forging tools. So forging tools, you want to look at this a lot. And like special items you'll pick up from players, you can forge stuff out of. So you want to come here for your amulets right here. Sake. Banzai! rejuvenation pill, healing pill. There's a lot of stuff in here. And you can also unlock more as you go. So Reforge. So this is where you can change stuff. So like this, for example. So you can go here and I can get any of these instead. Backstab damage. So you have all these different tabs. Like me, this is a stamina build. Why wouldn't I not do this? I would do attack bonus on stamina, which I'm probably going to do that. But I want to look a little bit further and see what else they got in here. So yeah, this comes down to preference. So you need to scan through this, see what aligns with your build, and see what it's going to cost you. This is really cool. So you can just kind of click through. On the last one, they would give you like 3 options, and you would do it. Even if you didn't like what it gave you, you would do it and then try to re-roll it again. So it became a re-rolling, basically. Unless you got lucky and it had what you wanted right in there. And don't forget to hit L1 and R1 to move these tabs up top. There's more up there. You just got to scan through them. Life drain, high attack. There's all kinds of great stuff in here. So you really need to take your time and look and see what they got. We're going to do this. Yeah, the axe build I'm running right now is decked out on stamina. So this would make sense for me to do. Just like if you're remodeling. You know what? I'm going to do something else first. And that way I can show you also. What is it? Remodel. This is a good one. I'm low on gold, so I can't do too much. But let's see if it allows me. Damn, it's not a plus weapon. But here on Remodel, you can actually change what it scales with, which is important. Like, look at this. It's going to make it so much stronger, whatever weapon you decide to scale. But see, this part, this is where you need a plus weapon in order to do it at all. If it's not a plus weapon, it's a +1 or more, you can't even remodel it. Alright, well, I'm going to get some more money and then come back to this. So we have Forge, make whatever you want. We have Forge tools, make the tools. We have Soul Match, where you can change the levels of whatever it is you want to upgrade or bring to a higher level. Then you have this, where you can add pluses to your stuff. Maybe this is where I saw that, the one I made her make me, and I looked on the right and thought, yeah, see? I looked on the right and thought it was a +1, but it's not. So these have to be +1 for me to mess with the modeling. And unfortunately, I have not one axe with a +1. Then you have Soul Extraction. This is where you're going to get your yellow soul ore. And also this is where you're going to get the blue, the azure soul ore. But it has to be a plus item in order for you to get it. Then you have Reforge. This is where we're going to be able to change the stuff, which I just showed you. You can change the special effects on your weapon through Reforge. And then Remodel. This is where we're going to be able to change the scaling, but it has to be a plus weapon. And then you got Disassemble. And this is how you disassemble them. Alright guys, that's it for the Blacksmith. If you have any more questions, drop me a question. I'll be happy to answer it if I know. And y'all have a good one, man. Keep fighting the good fight. Neo 3. Things and stuff, stuffing things.